Hello and welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. And today we're going to explore some abandoned settlements so we can salvage for more parts and resources. So let's get salvaging. So we got the assembler up and running. Of course, it's got power as well from the turbine. So these things is another problem that we have because we don't have small steel tubes to connect it all in here. But the good news is that we do have everything else. So construction components, interior plates, and we need motors. Let me open that up for now so we can see. So that's all done. Let's open this one up as well, and it's a little dark in here for whatever reason. I need some lights out here for sure. Okay, so I'll act as the conduit for now in terms of putting stuff in the assembler. So we need our iron, we need our silicone, our nickel, and that's it for now. I'm gonna grab all the data pads so we can disassemble them if we can. I think we could. And it'll give us limited amounts of stuff, and we can disassemble other things too if we have to. But I think we're good for now. Okay, so if we throw in everything that we can in here and we go to production, looks like we can make some small steel tubes, is great. But let's just disassemble some stuff first. So data pads is probably first thing to go. And it takes a bit of time to disassemble. It looks like, ooh, we don't have a lot of power. We should add another turbine. Can we add a turbine on the side of that specific thing right this moment? Do we even have the mats? That's question number one. Yes, we do. Question number two, can we add it on the side of this pillar? And the answer is yes. Okay, so I'm gonna add it right there and right this way so it doesn't stay. Ooh, okay, so that's not gonna work out. Interesting. I'm gonna do something a little different from what I've done once before, and that is to use a pillar just to stick it out a little bit. So we stick it out there, and we'll do a turbine here and a turbine here before we fall down because the lack of hydrogen. So let the bottles recharge up the hydrogen a little bit. Okay, so we should be able to, don't know why I'm turning on my grinder, but we should be able to just get right on top of it and get it all welded up. I think it queued up for 2, so we should get some more power. That's looking good. And we're missing construction components, so that's not great. Let me get that back. Alright, there we go. And we don't need to finalize it all the way just for now. That's good. Okay, so that should give us a little bit more power to deal with the base. So assembler up and running, which is great. It net us mostly gravel. What does this even give us? We had 25 of these things. Gives us iron, it gives us silicon and gravel. Okay, so that was fairly useless. We do have a lot of grinders and stuff too, I believe, so we can get rid of them as well. So let's just take what we got right here, and we do have a lot, mainly because I'm gonna leave these two just in case I lose mine. But we have a lot of these because we took it from the economy base. So we're gonna throw these in there, and that's it. That's all we got. So not a lot going on. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 times 12, 48 small steel tubes. So let's queue up 50 of them. And oop, I queued up on there. So let's queue up 50 right here. And we should be able to at least get the assembler welded up. to that. I don't like how this looks a bit floaty. So we're just gonna grab a few things here. We'll just do it this way for now. And just to make it look like it's not floating. Definitely not necessary, but I just didn't want it to look like it's floating. Right there. So that's on the ground. Okay, so we should now be able to weld up everything here, get all the construction components and motors. And we are looking good. Okay, perfect. So let me change this up a bit too. So this says it was the Y30. So GPS Y30. Where's the Y30? This one. I'm just gonna call this base, because it is now my base. Alright, so that's looking good. I don't know, we have enough mats to continue on with this one, but I don't think so. We're running out of motors as well, so that's a thing. So what? Okay, so that's bad actually. Motors. Okay, we still can make some motors. I don't know how many. Let's see. Keep up 20. Yeah, we should be okay. It uses a decent amount of them in terms of nickel. So lucky I bought some nickel. But I think we need a lot more large steel tubes. No, small steel tubes, which we should have enough to make as well. And we're going to be able to make some like food sooner or later too. Okay, we're looking good in terms of the small steel tubes. Food wise, I'm a little worried about. Yeah, mushroom farm, wheat farm, soy farm, herbs, vegetable grower, apple, compositor, and custom kitchen. Okay. So I know I bought wheat. So wheat farm doesn't cost too much to make. That's gonna be interesting. The other problem, do I need this to be in an airtight situation, or will it grow out here in Mars? I think we would probably have to have it in an airtight situation. Ideally, that would be better, but I'm not sure. I haven't really played around with farming too much previously, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I'm missing 2 small steel tubes and 3 motors. That's interesting. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. We should be good to go. All right, so we have like very minimal parts right now. Okay, so everything is now plugged in, which is good. Let me just do a little bit of coloring magic here. All right, so there we go. We have an assembler, we have a home, we have a connection for our rover. We have a spare vehicle here. Once we have enough mats to weld it all up, we'll do that as well. All right, so if we want to throw in a wheat farm, do we just throw it in here just to try? I guess we can. Now the question with the wheat farm, how's it built? It's gonna build like that, and the connection point's right over there, so you can build it like this. No, it's kidding. So we should build some kind of greenhouse kind of situation, I think, and be able to pull the wheat from here. I don't know if I just throw it here, would it work? Probably not. I think we have to build a separate piece out here to kind of get that going. So that can wait though. So I'm not worried about the food and everything just yet, because still living off of the economy base. I'm not self-sustaining. I'm not thriving yet in terms of food, but I mean, I'm okay with eating the chips for now and drinking some beers and water and things like that. So I could also make the emergency rations if we want to go that route. It's only a small grid, so I could retrofit it into this thing here if we want to do it that way. Do I want to do it that way? Not sure just yet, but how big is it? I'm not even sure. So let's see. It's a small little size thing, and it has small ports. Okay, So I could potentially stick it up back here, up there on the side, I think. You could do something like this, if anything, right there. But I don't think it's necessary. I'd rather just purchase. I'm not gonna eat icing, gravel, because I don't care to, in this case. But it's fine. We are gonna head out to the unknown signal because each unknown signal, although not very exciting, it helps with our material gathering, for sure. Alright, and put some weight in the back and it started rolling a bit, so that's interesting how that works. Okay, so it net us some space creds, some more wheat, so that's good. And another beer, so always good to have some beer. Alright, so honestly, I don't even know what I looted, so I should really rename them once I loot them. That would probably be ideal. Beer camp is only 4 kilometers. I think I went there, right? Did I? I can't remember for some reason. But we're just gonna head there. Alright, about a kilometer away. Let's make it close to 8. And settle down, because I don't even know what's there, to be honest. And if we could... Okay, there's a small rover there, obviously, because my camera's pointing at it. So if I can use this thing here, that would be great. Let's turn that on. Okay, I think I'd get a little closer. Oh wait, that one's a 600 Mark one. Alright, let's not do that. We're gonna use the searchlight camera. So here's the searchlight camera. And we zoom in. And... did I loot this? No. Why did I think I looted this? This is definitely something I didn't loot. I can barely see what's there too, so that's a problem. But it looks like it's a lot of stuff here, so I don't think I'm gonna do anything right this moment with this one, potentially. Or should I? Yeah, let's save it for next time. Okay, what we want to do is probably head over to the V61. I don't think we're gonna get shot at. Well, when we get 600, then that's when we really know. But let's go to V61. And I'm flying a bit here. Oof. That was a hard fall. Okay, I think I fell into a bit of a crater. Which is not good, but whatever. That was a really tough fall. Luckily, nothing broke. We're gonna head back to V61 if we even hit V61 just yet. And I'm gonna go there, and if I did loot it already, what I'm going to do is marker it a bit and change the GPS name so we know we've been there before. Alright, so I don't even think we've been here either. So this one, I think it should be safe to loot. Let's drive up 600 and see if we get shot at. We're hightail it out of there. And I'm not seeing any shots. I think we should be okay. Yeah. We are okay. I feel like I've been here already. Likely have. Here's a vehicle which I could just loot up if I need to. Yeah, I've been here already because I could sit in here. Doesn't look like there's anything in the containers. I think I already took stuff from the containers. Yeah, I did. Okay, I've been here. So what's left here is just shipping containers, steel plates, and a turret. We're just gonna change this to looted. Steel plates left. So vehicle and plates left, basically. So at least we know what this is in terms of where we've been. So we have to keep coming back to these things. The interior turret, we could just jack because it's only very little stuff in here. So I think I'm gonna just do that. The battery unfortunately has 6 power cells, which was gonna lose, but it's okay. And the rest is gonna be steel plates. So this whole platform is like 100 steel plates, I think. Alright, so that's all looted. Should we just loot the rest of the stuff? And, well, we don't want to loot this. We could probably take it home eventually and just salvage it. But it is kind of stuck to the ground a little bit. But we could release it off the ground with a piston or break down the wheels. Yeah, it looks like it's just held on by the wheels there. And that should do it. So right this moment, I can't even convert to a ship. No, we cannot. So I would drive it out if I could, or I need to make some kind of truck so I can just carry that along. I think I took everything in terms of these panels as well. Yeah, I took all the panels. Well, I took everything that's inside, but left the panels out here just in case I ever need steel plates. So we could still leave it as that. I wouldn't worry too much about gathering these steel plates here at the moment, but I don't know, maybe if we got rid of the vehicles and everything else, something new would spawn potentially. So that could be a thing. I'm not sure. So I'm pretty sure I didn't hit the bear camp. I probably hit UBS at one point and A13 for sure. So not much else left around us. Well, let's just head to UBS so we can see what's there before we confirm what has been or has not been looted. Okay. That was not a good landing. And we got far enough to find something else. Oop, this is not great. Let's climb up a little bit. Get our bearings. And park this thing. Okay. Alright, that wasn't a great landing, obviously. I can't see anything with this weather. I'm not really liking the weather much at all. And looks like we lost a decent chunk here. Luckily, we didn't lose anything here because we didn't even put anything underneath. We probably should put a little bit of protection underneath here, but we haven't done so yet. But it's also a good thing because then it doesn't have block damage, basically. So luck or not, I don't know, but nothing else broke but a wheel and some of this stuff. The cargo container is still intact. The wheel could be still back there. I'm not 100% sure, but let's put this thing back together and add that wheel back. And just like new, except for still missing a wheel there. But we will fix that right now. So basically, we should be able to get this to work out okay. So we'll just get all the height offset at the 32 mark, which is fine. And then we get the one that we just built to be a higher offset, which I think it's going to be this one. I'm not 100% sure. No, it's this one. So we need to add a wheel here. So we can't change the height offset when it's just one, but we do when we have two. We can do that. And that's the cheesy way of adding a wheel, basically. So now I have this one height offset to the very top, and it looks like the rear one as well. So that's when you do it as a group, it works out great that way. Yes, that was from a comment that was left down below. So always appreciate tips, which something I already knew, but also good reminders and refreshers as well. Alright, so we don't have much in terms of getting this wheel up and running though, because we're missing a large CO2. So that's a problem. Okay, should we go and look for that wheel? Potentially, I don't know exactly where I landed because it did bounce a bit and the weather is horrible here. So I'm not seeing anything, but this is behind where we were. So, okay, I'm seeing something right there. If that's the wheel, then we're good. Okay, that is the wheel. So we are in luck. Okay, this whole thing didn't even break. Only the block broke, which released the wheel that and fell off, I think. So there should be some scraps back here, maybe. I'm not sure. That probably wasn't even a landing point. That could have just been where it rolled. But it's fine. We're not going to worry too much about that. But yep, at least we got all the materials back for it. So that's always a win right there. All right, so let's get going. Oh, this thing is flipping over. It is not liking its positioning and the weight that's on there, I think. So yes, let's just get our height offset a little bit back to where it needs to be, and this wheel needs to have steering off. Okay, and we're good to go. So 6 kilometers away to the UBS. What a debacle so far just traveling there. So let's just hope maybe we didn't loot it and we get new stuff from there, which I think we did loot from the last episode. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is that? There's a research station nearby as well. It was 1K away, which is... Hold on. Where's that? It was right there. That's interesting. Should we hit it? Should we go around it? Is there weapons on it? All we have is questions. So, yeah. We're 9 away. Ooh, we're getting 8 away. And... okay, we're definitely 8 away. So that's a little scary. We're targeting something small right there. And it has antenna and everything. I don't know if it has weapons. That's what I'm a little bit worried about. But so far, we're not getting shot at. So that's a good thing. But it looks like some kind of farm-like thing, or tent-like thing, or hangars. I don't know if there's weapons. It doesn't seem like it from afar. But it's potentially going to be there. So let's mark that. So that's the research station, but marked as any weapons. So we can come back in and see if we get shot at. Hopefully we don't. But that's an interesting spawn. So it's a research station, so it might have a decent amount of stuff. I'm right next to something. Oh, that's a boulder. I can hide there and do a little bit of a look if we need to. I think I left my weapons back out base, so that's not fun either. Okay, we have not been here, right? Have we? No, we haven't been here. Interesting. So we made this far just to come loot here, which isn't too bad. And that's probably why we didn't run to that research station. So we'll see what that's going to be like. Just take that for now. All right, so nice new place to loot. And not that great of stuff in here. And it's got this nice little rover as well, which is pretty cool. I like this rover. Whose rep am I losing here? It says reputation's SPRT raised, which I don't see any decrease. That's kind of interesting. So here's a lot of parts that we can use here. Yeah, it's just raising. I don't see what's decreasing. Maybe I haven't learned or found the owner of these people, this base, which is probably why it's doing that. But it's fine. If I don't know them, it's not anything harmful, I guess. Missing stuff there. Okay, let's see what's in these car containers. Ooh, power cells. I think the other one I looted recently was a similar one, that the A13 had a similar vehicle, similar to this one at least. This one has a small car container, medium car container, which might have some decent stuff here. Yeah, this similar rover that I did with the batteries and everything like that. So that was like the A13 one. So it's a big base and it has all these things here, which can give us a decent amount of loot, which is great. And that's pretty much it. Let's see how much stuff we could bring back, actually. Okay, so yeah, these are like the barn ones, or the oxygen farms. So decent amount of steel plates right here. Interior turret and plates as well. This is a catwalk, which is just one interior plate. Yeah, I might as well just grab it. Quick little grind session anyways. And we'll see what's on this side. Same thing, little barn area. Remote control. Ore detector, interesting. Okay, so that's all looted up. Now the rest is this stuff here. Which is basically a turbine and such, so we can always take that down as well. Oh, there's a battery right here too. Interesting. Here's the turbine. I think we could probably just fully loot this place. What I really need is a grinding rover to roam around and grind these things down, really. Because grinding these things down like this, not ideal. Alright, so that's... Ooh, ow. That hurt. So I was about to say, grinding these down, it can be worth it, and at the same time, not too worth it. But it looks like we're running out of room anyway, so that's a thing. If we could connect this thing onto our rover, we get some more power as well, but I don't think we need that. It's not necessary. But so we'll leave it as that. But we do want to change this to, say, loot it. So at least we know we've been here before. And yep, I think we should be okay. We could, let's see, does these things have large or small steel tubes? No. No. So that's not good. Oop, here we go. Some small steel tubes here. Large ones would be a little bit better, but it doesn't look like this thing really carries much of those stuff here. More interesting part is there's some timer blocks here. I'm not even sure what those do, but I do find it kind of interesting. So we'll leave this alone. Yeah, we don't need this stuff. And we're pretty much full on stuff in our own base here. So not much we can do about it. We need to change this into a large cargo container sooner or later. But yep, we're running out of power as well. Well, not really. 5 hours. That's not bad at all. But we could definitely use a lot more power eventually. Okay, so Bear Base and Research Station seems like the next pieces to hit sooner or later. And I gotta go around this crater. The Research Station definitely looks good, but I'm not armed with anything, so we'll keep it as that for now. We definitely need to hit it next time around, but I want to get back to base to see what else we can make in terms of like the assembler and things like that. That was a very close call. I wasn't even paying attention. Luckily I had my hand on the handbrake because we would have just crashed right into our little home. Looks like we got Barnes Processing Company as a new place to look and salvage, so that's interesting. And yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and park this thing, get ourselves situated in terms of sleep because we haven't slept in a very long time, it looks like. And we will grab our rifle and start heading out to go loot those new bases, so that way we have more materials to buy and sell from the economy base. And of course I think I'm gonna go to the GCTC station fairly soon as well, because I really want to know what's there. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna charge up and everything's linked in now. Yep, so everything's linked now, so that's great. So that works out in terms of everything going through that way. The only thing I'm afraid of is the ice. I don't want the ice to really go into the O2H2 system just yet, which it probably did. It didn't. Alright, great. Let's just keep it off for now, because we're okay in terms of having oxygen and stuff like that. So a decent chunk of loot that we got from the UBS base, some new weapons as well. And what else is there to do? Yeah, so let's go feed up in our rover really quick. Let's see, we want to get some coffee, get some clan cola for some water, and we're good there. We'll get some food. So a little chips, and we're good to go. So we can stay here and recharge up on sleep, but what's the fun in that? And of course the days come in while I'm gonna go to sleep, so yeah, fun. All right, we're gonna close the door this time. And looks like we do have oxygen. Interesting. So the O2 did steal some ice. Oh no, it's all linked up, so it's gonna take from that's gonna take from our O2H2 system from our rover. So we need to make some kind of airlock thing here, or you know what? Instead of off, turn on depressurize so we can depressurize the air here back into the system if need be. But of course we should just do an oxygen tank anyways, but that's gonna be for later. Right now, I mean, we still didn't finish fixing our bathroom and shower, so actually something, let's just do that really quickly. A little shower here, jump in here, take a shower, go in here, take a poop or a piss. I don't want to sit in there right now because I don't want to make organics. But actually, another thing before we go, for sure, we need some lights in here. So we could work with the light panel or some corner or interior lights. I think that would do. Light panels doesn't cost too much, so let's just do the whole entire panel. So we definitely need a lot of lights in here because we are lacking a decent amount of lights. One there and one above the bed should do. That should brighten up the room just a tiny bit. So if I take off mine, okay, so that's that's barely any better. So we need probably a window. Oh, that killed all our oxygen. They didn't depressurize everything. That's fine. So let's get a quick little window going here. Probably a 2x2. 2x2 would work okay. Okay, there we go. We are missing glass. Oof, I thought we had a little more glass. I guess we don't. Okay. How much does it cost for a single panel of windows? 25. A bulletproof glass. And this thing has 28. Okay. So guess we are making one single panel for now. And we worry about the other panel later down the line. Okay, so that should give us a little bit more light. We could add another panel right above the door, I think. Looks like we can't. Oh, right, we can't because that's built the other way around. I mean, that's not good. All right, we built it right here for now, interior light. And that should do okay. I mean, we could just do the light panels, make the radius a little higher. So that brighten it even more. Yep, that will work. That'll kill a lot of power, but that's gonna work. And not too bad. Okay, so we can see outside just a tiny bit. And I did have my rifle the whole time, actually. What am I talking about? But anyways, we need to sleep first anyway. So sleep. And then we'll go out hunting. Definitely having a blast with surviving as a trader. It's a whole different aspect of the game, and so far so good. It's been a struggle, but it's a fun struggle. So I hope you liked this episode. If you did, you guys know what to do. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, like the video. If you haven't done so yet, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. always feel free to drop a comment down below. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.